Sure.
Recording success journey of a working mom is always great. And doing it just a day after International Women Day give me such a privilege. I still remember when Farheen joined my program and the conversation went kind of this way. I have two children and I'm a working mom, not give much time. How can I get this thing done? I told her, let's remember one thing. And exactly the same thing she said to me after clearing the exam, that one is greater than zero. If you can spend even 1 minute, that is better. If you can spend 5 minutes, it is better than one, and so on. Which means whatever you can do, let's do it, build the momentum, and worked into it. We started the journey. She moved to Canada and different challenges waits her. But in last 1 month, she took it that I want to do it. And few days back, she said it, I want to get it before Ramadan. And because of course it's Canada, the Rosa will be long. And as a mother of a 20-year-old son, right?
18,
18. And how old is your daughter?
15.
15. So she will be cooking for sure for both of them, right? So she said, I want to get it done. I said, let's make a plan. She booked the exam for this day. And the day second she booked the exam, she suddenly got anxiety. It was such a beautiful moment for me to look seeing that she was 100% prepared, but anxiety did came. That's a normal thing. She's one of the most known student to attend the coaching calls and support everyone and keep asking questions, good questions. So I'm really proud to introduce to everybody certified PMP Farheen. Farheen, congratulations first of all.
Thank you very much, Amir. That sounds awesome. You can tell from my voice I'm still shaking because I just got back, but that's such a big privilege, and all thanks to you for this.
Okay, Farheen, I just explained your journey. Why don't you share me your journey, how you worked into that and what were the things that helped, what were the challenges, things like that.
It was a long journey. It was lots of ups and downs. Like, I didn't expect any of this to happen when I signed up. But then I knew that as a full-time working person, it's going to be hard for me to dedicate a lot of time. And then, of course, I had family and my children and everything that goes with it. But I didn't know that I would be moving continents, and then I would be having double number of challenges and responsibilities. And like you said, I didn't get to put in as much effort as I wanted to in the beginning. But then when I realized that enough is enough, now I have to do this. And as I realized it was going to be close to Ramadan, I said, no, once if I don't do it now, then I don't know when I'm going to do it. So may as well put in my full effort, take whatever comes my way. And thanks to all the support you gave me and my family who supported me all the way. And
And that
Alhamdulillah, today I'm
today,
certified.
today you have cleared PMP. I am really proud of that. Okay, Farheen, let's talk about the exam because what you said when we just had a call, the exam was hard. Interestingly, we had a call in coaching call. One of the student who cleared PMP yesterday from Saudi Arabia, the country that you have moved from, he shared that exam was very easy, a one liner, one and a half liner, and he was explaining. I said, "You are making things too much easy." So, how was your experience?
For the past couple of days, I've been hearing journeys of people, and they kept saying, no, it's been easy. It's been not so challenging. So somehow I think along the way, I expected it to be a little easier than it was. The fun part was while I was waiting, I went almost 1 hour early. And while I was waiting outside, one guy came out for his break and he said, how does this PMP work? No one is showing me what time. I'm not allowed to watch. We were not even allowed to take water.
Okay.
So they were very strict. And the lady there, she said, I'll tell you what the time is. He said, I don't even know when the 10 minutes will be over. There's not even one clock here. So that made me a little nervous right away. I said, how am I going to know the time? But the lady said, don't worry, I'll tell you. The
Okay.
thing is that you told us how to divide the exam, right, into 80, 75, and 75. The
Mm-hmm.
first part, I went about 85, and I knew it was because it was challenging questions, like you said, one big punch in the face in the first section. But the second one, I went over 75. I had only 63 minutes left for the last part. And that's when I went into big time panic mode.
Mm.
So first and second parts were pretty much difficult, lots of drag and drop, and not simple drag and drops, complicated drag and drops, which took time. And then
Mm.
lots of graph questions.
Mm.
So overall, it seemed like, oh my God, am I going to be able to do this? But at
Mm.
the end, when I finished, I had still had 5 minutes left. So it was okay.
So it was okay. When you finished
Mhm.
it, when you got it done, then it was okay. Okay, let's talk about further into this thing, how things have happened and what things we took it along the way. Okay, drag and drop. You how many drag and drop were in the first part, second, and third? And Ibrahim and anyone else, if you had any question, feel free to put in the comment box. So how many drag and drop in the first part, in second, and in
In
third?
the, yeah, in the first part, I think I had about three.
Hmm?
In the second, also about three. And in the last one, I had one.
Hmm. Okay. How important doing those random walks were for clearing this exam?
Very important. The random mocks were scary. You know how I was really
Yeah.
getting tensed after doing the random mocks because
Yeah,
the
yeah,
score
yeah.
was falling.
Yeah. But I told you, it's okay, it's okay. And Farheen was like, how is it okay? I'm getting 55. I used to get 75 or things like that. What is happening here? But yeah, that was the purpose of the random walks. I know it. I made it myself. That it is supposed to happen that way. Okay. So how many formula questions were there?
No formula questions.
No formula questions. Any critical path questions?
Yes, there was CPI and SPI, but not calculation.
No calculation. Okay.
No. The CPI and SPI was somehow it was a way of finding out if you know what CPI, SPI was. It was a graph question.
It was graph question. Okay, that
Mhm.
is cool. Okay, let's talk about this thing. If we have to prepare for PMP, if those people, let's say you're starting your journey, as we did a few months back, if you have to start your journey and you have to do PMP in 1 month, what are the steps you would take to make sure that it get it done?
Right. So I think what I was missing out from what you told me, most of what you told me I used to do religiously, but consistency didn't happen.
Hmm.
And that was only because of my circumstances, right? Because I was moving to a different country and I was moving, I was moving by myself and a lot of challenges happened at that time. That's why I couldn't be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, in the past 1 month, I gave it
What?
everything. I would sleep around 1 in the morning and work on it almost all the time that I had. So if I
Mm-hmm.
had to go back and do it once again, then I would probably keep aside 1 month just to do this
Mm.
consistently without breaks.
Consistently without break. Okay, that is kind of an important thing. Consistency make the most important thing. Okay, how important my follow up has been for you in the entire journey?
The follow-ups are almost like you can say compliance regulations. So every now and then you realize, oh my God, I've got a risk and I'm falling down. So with that wake, it's like a wake-up call. What are
Mm,
your marks? What have you done? What is your score?
mm,
Those one-liners, they kind of, wake you up and say, oh my God, I'm falling back. I need to get back on track again.
mm.
So yes,
Okay.
follow-up was very important. And thank you very much for that. It made me accountable. If you didn't ask me this often, I would have slacked off more.
You would
So
have slacked
thanks.
off more.
Yeah,
Okay. How important for anyone is to join the coaching calls and why these coaching calls are important?
extremely important. Like you've always told us, it's collaboration. When we do these questions by ourselves, it's very different. But when you have many people thinking about the same question, each one has a better idea than you, and we're putting our heads together. You put us in the breakout rooms, and then we're thinking, why this answer? Why not this? We're challenging each other. Those coaching calls and those sessions really make a difference.
That makes a difference. Okay, so putting that into the context, putting a, if other people wanted to clear PMP, and like we have a lot of, you see, the from 15th of February till now, majority of the working moms are clearing, majority of the working moms are clearing. So I am still working into that way. So what would be your advice for anyone who wants to get it done? What are the things they should do immediately to get it work into that, and how important the mastery series was for this journey?
I just loved the Mastery series. It was like summary, and it kind of made sure that we revised our concepts. Even yesterday, I went through the Mastery topics because I knew that in a few minutes, you're covering everything, just to make sure that we've got our concepts clear, we've gone through everything. Those are really important. And if I had to tell people to how to do it, of course, I'm not the best person to say it, you would tell them. But I would say from my experience, if you could dedicate time, you can get it done, which I couldn't do earlier, and I did in the end.
Okay, but the important thing is you got it done, and that is the only thing that really matters. Okay, that is the only thing which I feel really matter. Nothing else matter. Okay, so uh, which mocks were more important for you for clearing the exam? Which mocks questions?
The final mocks that you gave us, the ATP PMI mocks, they
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of relevant questions.
Mm-hmm.
And here and there, I found questions even from the 180.
180.
Yeah,
But 180 was important to build your endurance limit, right?
right,
what
absolutely.
what you felt in the last section,
Mhm.
because anyone can do 60 question, 120 question, but it's the last section, the last part of the game, that is actually troublesome. You have to work into that, and you need to control your nerves and things like that, right?
Right,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, Farheen, each one teach one is the mantra of the game. I know you are a working mom. I know Ramadan is coming, but you know how important that mastermind group is. 24/7, even when I'm not there, right? Even my team is not there, but 200 plus certified PMPs, including you, are there. And among them, 100 have been added in last 3 months. 100 plus, we reached your 104th PMP, I guess. So PM and are adding there, so I need you to support the people and work with them. And secondly, it will be great if you can make 10 to 15 question that we can use in PMP marathon, and do it before Ramadan. Because when the Ramadan come, you will be very busy. I can understand that, because this is my first Ramadan in US, and it's also your first Ramadan, I guess, out
Right.
of, because in Saudi and Pakistan, UAE,
It's different.
it's a different culture for Ramadan. The timings are different, but being here for the Ramadan is entirely different. Okay, so
True.
I will appreciate if you can do it before. Thank you
Definitely.
very much. It has been an honor to work with you, Farheen. It was great to get this thing.